Usually what I say is, whenever I say anything, take it with a grain of salt. And that's usually for a good reason. Now, there have been a lot of TV, movie adaptations that I've been talking about lately. So, for some reason, and I don't know why, I feel like I'm kind of getting tired of reporting on and talking about them, but they just keep happening, and they all seem so fascinating in completely different ways. There was the Call of Duty movie that was announced last week to be officially worked on and confirmed to be doing so. And now we have a Life is Strange TV show. Keeping in mind that the best that Life is Strange ever was 10 years ago when the game first came out in 2015, I want to say. So Amazon has officially greenlit a Life is Strange TV show for Prime Video. Not a movie, a TV show. Prime Video did that. I wonder what they're thinking. Let's have a look into this. Life is Strange is officially getting a screen adaptation, first reported by Variety on Amazon Prime Video. The show is going to retell the story of the first game, which was released in 2015 by Dontnod. Too early for casting announcement, okay, but we all know who will be writing and producing. And it's probably worth keeping in mind, but like, the worst thing about Life is Strange when it originally came out was that the writing sucked ass. So unless they really fix the writing, it's gonna look so much worse than a TV show. But the thing is that they kind of have to keep their characterization. The thing is that, like, that is a very exaggerated way that teenagers were talking back then, and it's still like, I don't know, man. It's still like, it doesn't work well. But leading the series is Charlie Colville, who will be the writer, executive producer, and showrunner. It looks like Colville's already worked on Netflix's Chaos and the End of the Fucking World, Netflix's Censorship, Not Ours, both of which are dropping with dark comedy. Okay, so Chaos is one, and then End of the Fucking World is another. In a statement to Variety, Colville described helming the Life is Strange show as a huge honor, saying, "I'm a massive fan of the games and thrilled to be working with the incredible team at Square Enix, Story Kitchen, and Lucky Chap. I can't wait to share Max and Chloe's story with fellow players and new audiences alike." Now, the last time that Life is Strange tried to win over the crowd that liked the original game was with Life is Strange Double Exposure, the most recent Life is Strange release. And the thing is that it did not get as much positivity. In fact, it got a lot of negativity and jeers than it did yays and woos from the overall community. And all in all, people did not like it as much as the original Life is Strange. I think the original Life is Strange was beloved so much more, comparatively speaking. And the thing is that Double Exposure was supposed to be a direct sequel to the original Life is Strange, which is something that was never done in the Life is Strange universe, like, at all. Also, I'm yawning a lot just because I'm incredibly tired as well as I'm recording this, because it's like the fourth video I'm recording in a row while coming home incredibly late from work, so let's not think too hard about that. But it's very much incredibly difficult to try and bring back Max and Chloe as a dynamic duo that they once were. They're not seen as that great anymore, knowing that when you go back and replay those original games, that, or especially the original game, that the writing is just not particularly good, and they were going down the path of the episodic format, which Telltale, kept the charge on, but these guys kind of left behind because they kind of released the game almost all at once, if I remember correctly. Could be wrong about that. But yeah, along with Colville, the series will also be executive produced by the Story Kitchen team, which is also working on the adaptation to Tomb Raider, Split Fiction, and It Takes Two, all at Amazon. Wow, that is a kitchen sink approach if I've ever heard one. Trying to do an adaptation of Tomb Raider, Split Fiction, It Takes Two, and now Life is Strange. I don't know what this Dimitri fella is up to, but there's a lot going on there. Story Kitchen's founder Dimitri M. Johnson was also a co-producer on all 3 Sonic the Hedgehog movies. Okay, we got some quality here with the 3 Sonic the Hedgehog movies. And executive producer on Netflix's Tomb Raider: Legend of Lara Croft, which I don't know about that one, Chief. Johnson will be an exclusive executive producer on the Life is Strange show alongside Story Kitchen's Mike Goldberg and Timothy I. Stevenson. Now, these last few names I do not recognize in any way, shape, or form. There's no word on when the Life is Strange show will start filming or a release date prediction, but the production team will have their work cut out for them. The Life is Strange series is narrative driven, but player choice has an enormous aspect on the story, which can make it challenging to adapt. So the question then becomes, what story do they adapt? Do they adapt a story that they themselves personally have played through and go with that path, or do they just adapt the true ending, the proper ending, with all the, bits and pieces that you would expect to be required to do, to know, and to have those right dialogue choices in there in the movie to begin with, in the script, I should say. But it'll be interesting to see how all of this kind of goes up. To be honest, I'm not expecting much, and nor do I think that this is going to ultimately end up well in any way, shape, or form. In fact, I think this is going to turn out to be an awful show, and it's really just a matter of time before we see it. But that's me being relatively optimistic on this show as a whole, if it even happens at all. But with all that being said, though, I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say about this in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, and also just, like I said, let me know. A, if you're a fan of Life is Strange. B, do you think a Life is Strange TV show is going to work? And C, why and why not? Because there are so many things I could have talked about in this video that I really didn't, because it's been a while since I played Life is Strange, and obviously I am making this video as I'm reading the news. So I didn't actually read into this beforehand in any way, shape, or form. So there's that aspect to it as well. It's just kind of off the top of my dome, talking about, ranting about, and just kind of basically enjoying myself as I, record these videos. But with all that being said, though, like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel. I'm aiming for 500 subs by the end of the year. With all that being said, I do upload every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.